Welcome back, Stampers, and today I'm going to show you a fun little tea bag holder that I made with the cup of tea and teacup dies. Such a cute bundle. I really had fun playing with this. And this tea bag holder is an oldie but a goodie, and I'll show you how I made it. Super easy, but a lot of fun. So I also wanted to show you the cute paper that comes with the cup of tea. Well, it doesn't come with it, but it's available, and you can see how cute is that. All these different tea cups, and there's the back side of the pattern. It's just really cute, bright paper. You could do so many fun projects with that. So today I'm going to be using one of those sheets. Actually, I'm using this sheet, and I used that to cut out this little teacup, and I already did that. To do that, I used this die, and I just set it around on this paper, and I was able to get quite a few cups out of it just by rotating the die around. Super cute. All right, so I went ahead and cut that out already, and then I'll cut out the rest during the video. This is what my template looks like. Here it is in white just to show you. It's 3.5 by 10 1/4, scored at 3.5 and 7 inches. And then you cut diagonally from the 7-inch line down to 1 inch above the corner. So that's what the template looks like. You can take a screenshot of that when you watch the video if you want. All right, so this is what it looks like in the Sweet Sorbet paper, which is what corresponds to the paper that I used. And once again, scored at 3.5 and 7. So to make our little fold here, I'm going to use tear and tape, which is sticky actually on both sides. And you just want to put it along the bottom. You don't want to use anything wider than this because otherwise you'll just be making that little pocket too small. Now you could put other things in this pocket than tea if you're not a tea person. There's a popular drink called Emergency, which people take when they're sick. Or you could put a little chocolate in there. I meant to get some for my video to show you some different options, but I forgot. So here we are. All right, so taking my bone folder and making a nice crease, and there's my little pocket, and I didn't put any tape here, only along the bottom. And then you can put a tea bag right in that little pocket, and it just fits right in there like that. All right, but I'm going to take it out while I finish the front side. All right, so for the front, I used a 3x3 paper, which kind of gives me a pretty wide border, but that way you can make out of this 6x6 paper. This is the in color cardstock for the 22 to 24 time period. Sweet Sorbet, and that way you can make 4 out of one 6x6 panel if you do it 3x3. So that's what I did. And actually before that, I want to put my ribbon on. My ribbon is about 15 inches. And so what I did was you just want to take it and fold it halfway. And that looks good. And then I just took a little piece of tape, or you could use tear and tape again, but some sort of adhesive, probably not glue, and put it right there just to hold the ribbon in place. Just want to make sure it's in the middle. And we're going to do the other side as well. You don't want too much tape because it's already probably going to stick to my desk. And you want to get that in the middle. All right, so we got our ribbon down first. Then on the front side, I'm going to use my designer series paper. And you could have actually done designer series paper on both sides, but I chose not to, mostly because I have a stamp club and I don't have enough of the same pattern paper if I do that. But you certainly could, but I kind of like what I did better at just a fun, something fun and different. So, all right, I'm going to line up my corners. There, that's the front. The back, for the back, what I did is I took also a 3x3, but I used my Fern 3D embossing folder and embossed this, and so I thought that was really cute and went along with the greenery in the teacup. So, but like I said, you could have also just done designer series paper back there too, especially if you didn't have to make as many as I did of this one. You know, I think I did this. Did I do it backwards? Let's think about this. Nope, that's good. Okay, good. Phew. I always want to open it up and make sure you're not going backwards or something like that. All right, so I'm just hovering until I get a good border. Looks like I messed up, so I'm going to try again. There, that looks good. All right, so that's the back. Here's the front. And like I said, I already used this teacup die and cut out this cup. So the cup will go first. Actually, before I do that, what I want to do is I had some white twine and I put it on the back of my cup. So I'm just going to put a little piece of tape back there. And set the twine there, so that's like what your tea bag is hanging out of. And let me cut that off about here. Alrighty, and I'm going to go ahead and tape this down and then I'll finish the rest of it. And I like to put tape on top of the ribbon that I put on there. I feel like it holds it in place better. And also it just sticks better to the card when you do that. So there you go. And I put that slightly towards the bottom, but mostly centered, but towards the bottom. All right, so that looks good. All right, now I'm going to work on the little tag and the lemon slice. So to do that, move this out of the way. I have a white scrap of paper, and I'm going to stamp my lemon slice. I'm using crushed curry because it's a really nice bright color, and actually it matches the flower in that paper. And that's the really cool thing about Stampin' Up! Products, is that the colors all match, and it's so easy to make matching projects. All right, so that was a crushed curry. Then for the tag, you want to stamp the tag first, which is here. And I'm just tapping it in my Memento Tuxedo Black Memento. And there we go. I think I gave it a little too good of a press there. Hold on a sec. Let me clean that off and try the other side. So the really cool thing about... All right, so what happened was I pressed it too hard and I got that little black mark in there. So what I want to do is just flip this over, and I'm going to do it on the other side. So that looks good. And then I'm going to do my little sentiment, which says it's time for tea. Tapping it lightly in there, and then I'm going to line it up. There, perfect. Phew. Alrighty. So now I'm going to bring in my mini cut and emboss machine, which is really cute and little. There it is. And get my plates. So today I'm going to be using the 1 plate and 2 plates. So I'll put one of them down, the one that I cut on. And I'm going to have to run this through twice because I've got it on both sides. So I will take the little tag first and do that. Which is always a little awkward to do this on camera, but I'll do my best. Because I usually wouldn't use it sideways like this, but there you go. There's the little tag. It's time for tea. And now I'm going to flip it over and do the lemon slice. So I'll bring this back in. Put this back on. Grab my lemon slice. So cute. I just think this stamp set is so much fun. Makes me want to go make a pot of tea. And in fact, I think I will when I'm done. It's actually not quite right. Let me give it a little jig that way. Okay, I'm starting to think this would be faster just to cut it out, but it's much easier to do when you're not doing it on the camera. All right, so let me pull this out a little so I can get it in there. All right, push it in till it engages. There we go, move my embossing. There we go. Alrighty, so it's that easy. Now when you make these projects on your own, you really should be making multiples. I just do one in my video, but where the real magic comes in is when you do several of one project instead of just one. So you can really crank them out. Okay, so what I did here was I just took another piece of tape on the back of this little tag, and this is probably too big. I just fold the edge and I'm going to put this twine on there right in the center, and before I put it down, what I want to do is some dimensional to pop it up. So there, and I'm gonna have to cut like a little corner strip here. So you don't want to just waste these edges, because actually they're quite useful for stuff like this when you don't want to use a whole one because you don't really have enough space. So this one's not quite as wide, and oh, that looks perfect. Let's see, is that going to stick out just a little bit? So I'm just going to take my scissors and trim that corner so it doesn't stick out on the card. Peel off the tape off the back of the dimensional. And there we go. Stick it on my handle. Let's see, I want to pull it down enough that we can see the handle. I don't want to cover that handle up. And then I'm kind of lining the tea bag up, although I don't have to. It doesn't look like I did on this original card. In fact, I don't think I will. It looks better a little bit cockywampus if I can get this up, which I don't think I can. So there it is. It's going to be there. All right, so now we're going to do the lemon, and once again I used a dimensional for that as well. Just probably only need one, or you could put two, but in this case I'm going to put one. And one of my ladies actually sliced it and stuck it in the top of the cup. That was really cute, but I kind of like it this way better, I think. Thought it kind of balanced out the card better. And then the last thing you want to do is take your tea bag or your chocolate or your emergency or whatever you want to stick inside there, and tie it off. So I'm just making a half knot and then a little bow, which, you know, usually takes me a couple tries to look good, so we'll see how I do today. It's not too bad. Just fiddle with it a little and make it look good. And I think I will trim it down just a little bit. Get my paper snips. And there we go. It's time for tea. Got 2 of them. Very fun project. Very quick little project. Make a really nice gift. Have a good day.